It is through the recitation of the book's passages that this dark spirit is given license to possess the living.
Who the hell are you?
Name's Ash. Housewares.
That's right, Ashley J. Williams is the chainsaw-armed, shotgun-toting, badass hero from the Evil Dead series. In 1981, long before he was directing Spider-Man Trilogy, Sam Raimi was at the helm of a low-budget splatterfest starring his college buddy, Bruce Campbell. The movie takes place deep in the woods and revolves around the Necronomicon Ex Mortis, roughly translated, Book of the Dead.
Found in human flesh and inked in blood, this ancient Sumerian text contained bizarre burial rites, funerary incantations, and demon resurrection passages.
When the passages from the book are read aloud, it unleashes an unseen evil that possesses people and turns them into the demon-like Deadites. This movie has no rules. Anything can happen, and often it does. What do you do if your hand gets possessed and tries to kill you? You lop that fucker off at the wrist. Yeah, that'll teach it a lesson. What's interesting about this series is the development of Ash. In Evil Dead, he's a little sissy boy that hesitates killing an approaching Deadite. That Eric Singer looking dude has to do it for him. Seriously, he looks like Eric Singer. Ash only kills the Deadites when he has to. In Evil Dead 2, he is a lot more assertive and more of a wise guy. By Army of Darkness, he's a real badass.
You want some more? Huh? You want a little? Do you? You want some more? Huh? Huh?
He goes from a pussy to someone that would own a van emblazoned with the phrase pussy wagon.
Hail to the king, baby.
Another progression as the series continues is a shift away from horror to more comedy. The first one is a straight-up horror film complete with a tree raping a girl. The second, perfect blend of horror and comedy.
You're going down. Chainsaw.
Army of Darkness abandoned almost all of the horror elements and turned it mostly into an action comedy. A lot of folks have a love-hate relationship with Army of Darkness. They love the fully developed Ash character and hate the lack of horror. Personally, I think it's hilarious, even if it was an attempt to gain a wider audience.
Good. Bad. I'm the guy with the gun.
Many people think that Evil Dead 2 is a remake. It's not. According to Sam Raimi, he couldn't get the rights to show clips from the first film and a recap at the beginning of the second. Instead, he reshot the important pieces of the story and recapped Evil Dead in the first 7 minutes of the sequel. He's gone on record as to say that if you edited out the recaps from parts 2 and 3, you could watch all 3 as one long movie. I hope that clears it up. If you've never seen these films, what the hell are you doing watching this? Get out and see it and experience why the Evil Dead Trilogy is considered one of the milestones in horror history. Now, bring on part 4.
Groovy.